It's 3 a.m. and you're staring at the ceiling. Your phone is face down. The room is dark. Your mind will not stop talking. You assume this is a modern problem, a symptom of screens and stress and a world that never turns off. But the real answer is far stranger. Your ancestors woke up at 3 a.m. too, on purpose. For thousands and thousands of years, this was not insomnia. It was a schedule. You lie there doing the math. 5 hours left, 4 hours left, 3. Each calculation feels like proof that something is broken. Tomorrow you'll be tired. Tomorrow you'll blame the coffee, the stress, the blue light from your phone. You'll never think to blame your biology, because biology is supposed to want one long, unbroken slab of sleep. That's the rule. That's what every wellness app, every doctor's pamphlet, every sleep tracker has told you. Except that rule is younger than you think, far younger than your body. Before electric light existed, humans didn't sleep in one continuous block. They slept in two. Historians call it segmented sleep, or sometimes the first sleep and second sleep. You would lie down a few hours after dusk. You would sleep for 3 or 4 hours, then you would simply wake up. Not in a panic, not reaching for a glowing screen. You would wake up the way you wake from a nap, calm and a little dazed, and the household would stir quietly around you. Picture it. No streetlights bleeding through the curtains, because there were no streetlights. No hum of a refrigerator. Just the sound of someone shifting under a blanket nearby. Maybe the soft crack of embers settling in a hearth. The dark wasn't empty. It was simply a different kind of room. One your ancestors moved through with practiced ease, because they had been moving through it their entire lives. People used this hour for almost anything. They prayed. They talked. They had sex. They tended a low fire. Some wrote letters by candlelight. Some just lay there in the dark, thinking, the way you do now, except nobody told them it was a disorder. In 15th century France, a physician casually advised patients to conceive children during first sleep, when the body was rested but not yet fully roused, as if this were simply common medical knowledge, no different from advice about diet or exercise. In English households, servants might use the waking hour to bank the fire or start bread dough, small domestic tasks slotted naturally into a period everyone expected to be awake for. Historian Roger Ekirch spent over a decade hunting for proof that this pattern was real. He combed through court records, diaries, medical texts, and literature from before the Industrial Revolution, and he found the phrase first sleep appearing again and again, casually, the way you might mention breakfast. A diary entry might describe a man waking from his first sleep to smoke a pipe. A court record might note that a woman rose during her first sleep to check on a neighbor. Nobody explained the term. Nobody needed to. Everyone already understood what it meant. Ekirch found references to this waking period scattered across centuries and across cultures, from English peasants to French aristocrats to communities in Africa and South America that, even into the 20th century, still practiced some version of split sleep. It wasn't a regional quirk. It was close to universal, a pattern stitched into the species rather than into any one society. So if this was normal for most of human history, why does it feel so wrong to you now? The answer sits in your skull, not your bedroom. Your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells your body when to release melatonin and when to feel alert, evolved around darkness. Real darkness. The kind your ancestors lived inside for roughly 12 hours every single night. Think about what 12 hours of darkness actually means for a body. It's not just more time to sleep. It's a different kind of pressure entirely. Without artificial light forcing the day into a tight, modern shape, the body had room to breathe. It could sleep, wake, rest again, all inside one long stretch of dark. The way you might pause a movie partway through instead of forcing yourself to watch it in one sitting. In that much darkness, the body doesn't need to power through one unbroken sleep cycle. It has room to rest, surface, rest again. Researcher Thomas Weir ran an experiment in the 1990s that proved this directly. He placed volunteers in a controlled setting with 14 hours of darkness a night. No clocks, no artificial light, nothing to do but exist. At first, the volunteers slept long and hard, as if paying off a debt accumulated from years of artificial light and short nights. But after a few weeks, something shifted. Their sleep reorganized itself without instruction.